as we grow into Christ in the fullness, what will be manifested to others is the Christ-like state, Christ-like ones. The privilege of sharing the gospel is truly a blessing and a wonderful way of life. But there's another way the gospel is preached, even without us realizing it. And it's not by how much scripture they know, or by how spiritual they speak or appear to be, but by the eyes of the heart, people will recognize Messiah in them. Even from a distance, people will recognize the sons and daughters. And the Lord is training them to walk fully in Him, and to be Christ-like. He has to get rid of all that they perceive that they are, the fleshly personas, the self-like state that the carnal mind and the world has conditioned them to be. Taking a look at ourselves, we have all created an image for ourselves which is contrary to the Spirit and Antichrist. This needs to be shed, but we can't do it ourselves. And for this, there is a price to pay, and they have to be prepared to pay it. It will mean rejection by many in our lives, even people close to us. And the more Christ-like they become, many who you know in your life will fall by the wayside, even loved ones. But that is the price they are prepared to pay. Becoming childlike once again means Father can recreate us into the image He wants, and that image is to be Christ-like. And they surrender to His will and entrust the whole beings to be the sons and daughters He requires, and what He creates is perfect and pleasing to Him. Even though in our humility we can see even though in our humility we can see we are not what we want to be, as we hold on to those fleshly minds and carnal thoughts. But Father, with eyes of mercy and love, does not see our flesh. And when we answer the call to surrender all things, to come fully, He has a people He can use for His kingdom. And these new creations are full of spirit, truth, love, pureness and holiness. Not self-righteousness, but His righteousness. Not for their own glory, but for His glory. Many people had it in their childhoods, and it was stolen by the world. But the inheritance remains, and the promise of the inheritance remains. And many people are making the move to claim their inheritance and take it. This understanding of Christ in us is not to make them look good or to be praised by man, but as I said, it's for the Father's glory, that He will be magnified. And He will magnify Himself through those ones. And so many people will say, "Come, let us take hold of this one's shirt, because we have heard God is with them, or with her, him, or is with her." There are many looking for light, looking for goodness, looking for truth, looking for understanding in the darkness, and they will see it in these ones through the eyes of their hearts. So your work is not in vain. And even without saying a word, many will come to Christ without you even knowing it. Silence is golden. Peace and love.